India's World Cup winning captain Harmanpreet Kaur's sharp on-field decision and her seamless chemistry with head coach Amol Muzumdar scripted history on early November on Sunday as India clinched their first ever Women's Cricket World Cup, defeating a spirited South Africa by 52 runs at the DY Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai. While Harmanpreet called it a moment of pride, Muzumdar, a former Mumbai Ranji Trophy winning captain and domestic cricket stalwart, described it as a watershed moment in India cricket. On 2nd November, when Harmanpreet walked into the media room late night Sunday, clutching the World Cup trophy with a smile that barely hid her tears, it was clear the victory had been emotional as it was historic. I am numb. I can't quite process it. We had ups and downs, but the team's belief never wavered. Harmanpreet said we weren't looking left or right, just had our goal. A lot of things came, and that's why we could lift this trophy. That loss changed it all. The skipper revisited the team's turning point, 3 consecutive defeats to South Africa, Australia and England in the league stage. After the loss to England by 4 runs in Indore, everything changed, she recalled. We realized we couldn't keep repeating mistakes. We began working on visualization and meditation. That showed we were here for something and this time we had to do it. A coach's influence. Harmanpreet credited Muzumdar for instilling discipline and stability in a team that had previously struggled with frequent coaching changes. Sir's contribution over the last 2.5 years has been amazing, she said. Before he came, coaches were changing frequently. He made us practice day and night, refining every detail. He deserves huge credit for building this team. Muzumdar, who scored 11,167 runs in 171 first-class games, was known for his Khadus Mumbai style, relentless focus and tough. He brought that same mindset to the women's side. It's a watershed moment not just for women's cricket but for Indian cricket as a whole, Muzumdar said. The stadium was jam-packed and don't know how many crores were watching on television. This will inspire the next generation. DY Patil, the lucky charm. The decision to shift India's 6 matches from Bengaluru's M. Chinnaswamy Stadium to DY Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai following the tragic stampede during Royal Challengers Bengaluru's IPL 2025 victory parade in June, which claimed 11 lives and left several injured, turned out to be blessing in disguise. India went to win all their remaining games at DY Patil, defeating New Zealand, Bangladesh, Australia and South Africa. When we heard our venue had been changed to DY Patil, we were thrilled, said Harmanpreet. We have always played good cricket here. We said we are home now. Let's start fresh. The new World Cup begins here. Shefali's all-round brilliance. Opener Shefali Verma produced a stellar all-round performance, scoring 87 of 78 balls before taking 2 crucial wickets. Sean Lewis 25 and Marizanne Kaap 4 with her off-spin. Muzumdar praised Harmanpreet's instinct to bring Shefali into the attack. Shefali was a bowling operation right from the start when she walked into the team. As a replacement for injured Pratika Rawal, I have seen her bowl all 4 overs in domestic T20s, but introducing her Sunday aces was entirely Harman's call, and it paid off, he said. When asked what made this group special, Muzumdar said 2 years have been incredible with this team. They are all together all the time. We back each other. You will see nobody leaves anyone's back, and it's been fantastic to work with such a talented group of players, Muzumdar said. Navi Mumbai, India's player of the match in the World Cup final against South Africa, Shefali Verma was left speechless after her heroics with bat and ball helped her team seal their maiden triumph in the prestigious tournament. Verma was parachuted into the team after opener Pratika Rawal sustained an ankle injury in the final group stage game against Bangladesh, which subsequently ruled her out of the tournament. Stepping into Rawal's boost, Shefali scored a rapid 87 of 78 balls before picking up 2 crucial wickets with the ball 236 in 7 overs to propel her team to glory. I said at the start that God has sent me here to do something nice, and that reflected today. I am very happy that we won, and I cannot express it in words. It was difficult, but I had confidence in myself that I could stay calm. I could achieve everything. The senior players asked me to just to play my own game, and when you get the clarity, that is all you need, said an ecstatic Verma. The 21-year-old also revealed that she received a major confidence boost after seeing the legendary Sachin Tendulkar dub the god of cricket in the crowd. It was a very memorable moment when I saw Sachin Tendulkar. It gave me an incredible boost. I keep talking to him every now and then, and he keeps giving me confidence. He is a master of cricket, and we keep getting inspired just looking at him, she added. Matches are timeless phrase in cricket that every coach drills into budding players. India's 1983 World Cup winning captain Kapil Dev's iconic running catch to dismiss West Indies legend Viv Richards of Maidan Last at Lords didn't just win India's Maidan title, it changed the course of Indian cricket forever. 4 decades later, Indian all-rounder Amanjot Kaur recreated a similar moment of magic at the DY Patil Stadium on Sunday, helping Indian clinch their first ever Women's World Cup with a 52-run victory over South Africa on Sunday, November 2nd. Though Amanjot's bowling wasn't at its best, her fielding turned tight. She first struck with a brilliant direct hit from the short extra cover to run out opener Tasman Brace 23 in the 10th over. But it was her stunning nerve-wracking catch of Proteas keeper Laura Woolward that sealed India's triumph. Woolward, who was a fighting 101 of 98 balls, looks set to launch another counter-attack during the chase of 299. Off spinner Deepti Sharma 539 toss one up and Woolward went for the big slog sweep toward deep mid-wicket. Amanjot sprinted in, fumbled once, juggled it twice and finally clutched it safely on her third attempt before crashing to the turf in relief. A moment instantly reminiscent of Kapil's heroics at Lord's. My God, it was the toughest catch of my life, Amanjot admitted. I have never fumbled before. I either take them or drop them, but this time God gave me 3 chances. It was a crucial catch. We knew she would attack after her century. Amanjot, who scored 12 of 14 balls while batting at no 6 and conceded 34 runs from 4 overs, deserves special praise for teammate Deepti Sharma, who played the all-rounder's role to perfection with a run-up ball 58 and a 5-wicket haul. You can pull out any match when Deepti is playing. There's always some other record breaking. She is the glue that holds our team together, whether it's batting, bowling or fielding, Amanjot said. On 3rd November, Monday, the Board of Control of Cricket in India (BCCI) announced a cash award of 51 crore for the Harmanpreet Kaur led squad and his support staff for winning the country's maiden ICC World Cup title. The Indian women's team under Harmanpreet's leadership beat South Africa by 52 runs in the final on Sunday, November 2nd, to win its first ever global trophy. As a token of appreciation, the BCCI will reward the Indian women's cricket team with a cash award of 51 crore for winning the World Cup. It includes all the players, support staff and the National Selection Committee. BCCI Secretary Dewajit Saika said the BCCI also highlighted the pivotal role of Jay Shah, who served as the board of secretary and now holds the position of chairman of the International Cricket Council (ICC) towards women's cricket. When the ICC announced in India under the leadership of the ICC announcement a landmark increase in prize money for the Women's World Cup, signaling that women cricketers will be treated on par with their male peers. Deepti Sharma was part of the Indian women's team that had missed winning the 2017 World Cup by a whisker against England at Lord's. Playing a final cricket for the first time, the Indian women, from a position of strength, fell in a heap and lost the game by a mere 9 runs. Chasing 229, India had the match in their grasp at 191-3, but they lost 7 wickets for the addition of 28 runs in 35 balls, much to the players and the Indian fans' dismay. Now 3 survivors from that final, Deepti Sharma, Harmanpreet Kaur and Smriti Mandhana, have been able to redeem much of the pain they have carried for the 8 years by winning the World Cup in Navi Mumbai on earlier November. Deepti said that had she stayed on till the end, she could have won it for India. We required just 10 runs from the last 2 overs from the wicket with 2 wickets in hand. But then I got out through the first ball of the penultimate over and that virtually sealed our defeat. Ever since that defeat has been rankling me, how we let go of that opportunity of winning the Maidan World Cup at very venue where the Indian men's team under Kapil Dev had won the trophy the first time in 1983. We were all disappointed to have missed a golden opportunity. Luckily, God provided us with another opportunity and this time we made sure we did not mess it up, Deepti said with a lump in her throat. The 2017 final defeat hurt me a lot, especially as I could have taken the team across, but then I also learned the important lessons about how to absorb the pressure and not to give in till the end. Those bitter moments and experiences have helped me to emerge as much better player. Winning the trophy as well as the player of the tournament award at earlier November has helped wipe out the disappointments we have faced in ICC tournament over the years, she said. Hailing from the city of Agra, Deepti has been indispensable in the Indian lineup since ever she made her debut in 2014, especially as she bats left-handed and bowls right arm off spin. Her versatility has made her a permanent feature in the team. She came into prominence when she scored a massive 188 versus Ireland in Four-Nation ODI tournament in South Africa in 2017. Though that remains her only century, she has played many important innings around the order over the years. Besides with her wheelie off spin, she has been a regular wicket taker and her famed all-around ability was on display in the 2015 World Cup when she became the first player to score more than 200 runs and take more than 20 wickets in a single World Cup edition. She ended the tournament with 215 runs and 22 wickets and dedicated the player of the tournament trophy to the parents and Sushila. I owe my love for cricket to my elder brother Sumit, who played age group cricket for UP, and seeing him I got attracted to the game and started going to Eklavya Stadium in Agra. My parents encouraged me and never stopped me from playing with the boys there. I gradually was selected selected in the district team, and then Indian women selected former international player Hemlata Kala Didi picked me up in the UP team, and then the Indian team. She recalled her journey in the game. Deepti 28 said that the winning in the World Cup had only rekindled her enthusiasm for the game, and she is looking forward to the next major assignment, the ICC T20 World Cup, to be held in England in June next year. Yes, our next focus is on the T20 World Cup. We did very well on the England tour in June, and that has given us the confidence to aim for the double of T20 and ODI World title. In the 2016 Bollywood super hit Dangal, the lead actor Amir Khan playing Mahavir Singh Fogart in reference to his two daughters Geeta and Babita says Mahari Choriya Choro se kam hai kya. Megastar no less than boys. This is the line in India women's cricket Radha's family has lived by over the years. And on Sunday, November 2nd, by helping team in India clinch its first ever women's World Cup, Radha once again reinforced her family's thinking. Radha 25 is the youngest in our family, but we have always knew that she is the most talented and capable, and now she has proved it to the world by becoming a world champion. Monu Yadav, 32, Radha's elder brother, told some journalists on Monday, 3rd November. Radha started playing cricket with us as a little kid at our home here in Kandivali, and my elder brother Deepak, 37, and myself would constantly bowl or bat to keep her occupied. Even our younger sister Soni, 28, would join in. Then Radha started playing with our friends, all boys, and she was good. That's when we decided to get her into cricket coaching, and the rest, as they say, is history. We always knew our Chori is much better than boys, added Monu, who along with the entire Yadav family was keen. I suspected her at the DY Patel Stadium on earlier November, where India beat South Africa by 52 runs in the Summit clash. Born in Mumbai, Radha moved west to Baroda in the 2014-15 session and excelled in competitions ranging from the U19 West Zone to the senior women's tournaments for the country. She has played 14 ODIs and 89 T20 innings, picking 13 and 103 wickets respectively. She took an impressive 3 and 30 the World Cup League match against Bangladesh and then dismissed Australian superstar Alice Perry in the epic semi-final win. She is a brilliant fielder too and refuses to buckle under pressure. Radha is not one to feel any pressure. She is very determined and gritty. On the eve of the final, we family members were a bundle of nerves, but she was cool. She simply said, "Don't worry, we will do our best," and the entire team just stared, added Monu. Clearly, pressure doesn't rattle Radha even when the Indian women were not in a strong position in the final, as South Africa skipper and century Laura Woolward 101 run was batting brilliantly during the chase. Radha insisted that she was cool. Yes, the South Africa were scoring the runs during the chase, but as a team we were calm because we had failed in 3 matches before India lost to South Africa, Australia and England in the league phase, so we knew exactly how to run things around. But tight bowling and fielding eventually did it for us, Radha told reporters on Sunday night, November. Former Indian Test player W.B. Raman, who coached Indian women's cricket from December 2018 to May 2021, hailed wicketkeeper batter Richa Ghos's cameo as the turning point of Team India's World Cup final win over South Africa on Sunday, November 2nd. The turning point of the final clearly was Richa Ghos's little cameo, which dented the confidence of the South Africans. Ghosh hammered 34 of 24 balls with 3 fours and 2 sixes. This literally broke the spirit of the SA team till 40th over. It looked for the South Africans had things under their control, having packed back the Indian batters who had a great start initially. But that's when Richa came in and took it away as India posted almost 300 runs to 98 on 7. Raman told some journalists on the next day. He also appreciated Harmanpreet Singh and company for bouncing back from their 3 back-to-back defeats against South Africa, Australia and England in the league phase. In the league phase, our team did not perform well. They lost 3 matches on trot, but the good thing is they bounced back strongly even after going through a lot of grief and criticism. Another highlight of Team India's victorious campaign was Jamia Rodriguez and Harmanpreet's 167 run stand in the semi-final over the mighty Australians. Jamia won 27 not out, and Harmanpreet's 89 partnership was one of the biggest highlights of the campaign because it was against 7-time champions Australia in a very crunch game, said Raman, who also credited the lower order for pulling the team out of a difficult situation in the match against Sri Lanka, where India was struggling at 124 in 26.6 overs, but then went on to add another 145 runs in the next 20 overs thanks to vital contributions from number 6 Deepi Sharma 53, number 8 Amanjot Kaur 57 and number 9 Sneh Rana 28. From a nondescript Ramele village in Veerapunnayani Palli Mandal, Kadapa district of Andhra Pradesh to the world stage Nalapur Reddy Sri Charani Reddy's rise in the stuff of dreams. The 21-year-old left-arm spinner, once the only girl playing cricket with the boys in her village, became one of the India's standout stars at the World Cup, finishing as the team's second highest wicket taker with 14 wickets behind Deepti Sharma's 22. Charani made her India debut in April this year against Sri Lanka and has since played 18 ODIs, including 8 in the World Cup and 5 T20s. Her parents Chandrasekhar Reddy and Renuka preferred to watch the final from their village home, praying for India's success. However, her sister Vaishnavi Charitha, brother Bharadwaj Reddy and uncle Kishore Kumar Reddy, who played a key role in shaping her career, were at the DY Patel Stadium on Sunday, November 2nd. Seeing Charani leave the World Cup was surreal. Our whole village celebrated like it was Diwali with fireworks, sweets, everything. She's made us and Kadapa proud. People are getting to know about our village because of her. Said Kishore speaking from the airport while returning home. Charani's journey is filled with first. She is the first cricketer from Kadapa district to represent India and has also featured in the Women's Premier League WPL playing for Delhi Capitals bought for 55 lakhs. The costliest uncapped player at the auction. She took 4 wickets in 2. Charani also captained Kadapa's Kho team and ran long distance races before choosing cricket. Her father, who works at the Rayalaseema Thermal Power Project, initially hesitated to let her train professionally, but relented with support from her uncle and under former Andhra leg spinner M. Suresh. Charani honed her craft. Her natural athleticism and left arm spin stood out. She would bowl tirelessly for hours, Suresh recalled. Girish Dongre, COO of the Andhra Cricket Association, said Charani's success has inspired a new generation. We will give these girls all the encouragement and coaching support they needed.